All right, you guys, I did the full setup tonight. It is time for my Cheesecake Factory mukbang. There is a lot here tonight. There's a lot to unpack, and we're also going to be answering questions from Instagram. So many of you guys said I should do, my necklace is tangled. So many of you guys said I should do the Cheesecake Factory. It was like a tie between the Cheesecake Factory and doing a local place from Boise. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I feel like there was more requests for the Cheesecake Factory. So I went with that tonight, and maybe we can do another mukbang in Vlogmas from, or like I can just order from one of my favorite local spots around here. So I wanted to start off the mukbang by pouring up and showing you guys the advent calendar for today. I'm sorry that I already opened it, but my camera was already on the tripod when I went to grab it. Tonight we actually have our first white of Vlogmas. It's a sweet Riesling. Now I'm just gonna be the first to say it, I do not like sweet wines. I do like a dry Riesling. I love a dry Riesling, so, you know, I'm gonna go in with an open mind. Also, I did put an ice cube in my glass because when I have any, I might as well just pour it all in there. There wasn't that much left. When I have, well, this wine, first of all, it's a white and it wasn't chilled, so that's why I wanted to do that. And then I also wanted to water it down a little bit because it's gonna be sweet. Yeah, it's really sweet. I'm not obsessed, but it's what I was expecting. And I also have a water. I just honestly want to start eating. I got, I think, like 4 things. I got dessert, a salad to freshen things up from all the heaviness going on here, and this was some sort of like a honey fried chicken. I think I'm gonna start with this. We have a Godiva cheesecake that actually fell completely upside down on the drive here, so that's why it looks a little bit, you know, I think the chocolate piece fell to the side instead of on the top. It's not looking its best, but I know it's gonna taste so good. And you know what, honestly, I was gonna save that for the end, but I just want like 1 bite to start off because I know it'll taste better when I'm really hungry than when I'm really full. I think this is the best cheesecake I've ever tried from the Cheesecake Factory. I always usually get like the Oreo one. I always get something chocolate because I'm a huge chocolate, like mousse chocolate cake person. This Godiva one is next level. That is so fucking rich and so good. I want to eat more, but I'm like, I'm just gonna get so full. I'm gonna eat as much as I can on camera, but I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish a lot of this, and I'm gonna have leftovers. So also, I think we should have one of these to start before they get too cold. I think these are the loaded baked potato bites or something like that. Oh my god, 10 out of 10. A little bit spicy. Oh, I guess that's because I dipped it into some spicy stuff. That sauce is that sauce is really spicy. Oh, also tonight, if you can see her starring in the front, this is my favorite bread of all time. If you ever go to the Cheesecake Factory and you haven't been, they give you this bread for free. They also give you the sourdough. I don't think the sourdough is anything amazing. The brown bread, it's sweet with the butter that they give you. It was like the best thing ever. I might have some of that in a little bit. I'm not sure. I feel like I need to start with like my main dish. Look how much chicken there is. Like 2 full fried brists of chicken. Also, I got some sort of like a spicy honey sauce. So I think I'm gonna put this on like one of mine and I'll start there. And I'm definitely gonna like save hella of this for a later date. It's so weird like doing a mukbang and just like cutting up my food and just talking to my camera. Like it really makes me just, okay. I subbed the corn succotash or succotash. I think it's succotash. I subbed that because it came with asparagus. But one of my favorite sides from the Cheesecake Factory is the corn succotash. It's basically just corn with like spices and some other veggies. And it comes with mashed potatoes, which are not that hot. I might have to give her a little heat up in the microwave. But let's try this chicken. That is hitting the spot. That was fucking good fried chicken. This is so good. What do I want to try next? Maybe I'll have some bread. Bring her over. We'll save that for the end. Also, I feel like it's just time to get into these questions. Thank you guys so much for submitting them on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, check me out, girl. Okay. First question from my friend Ollie. You guys know Ollie. He's doing Vlogmas. Check out his channel if you haven't. Also, I like don't know if I do want the bread. I'm just like already full. That's the problem when you have like a small stomach and you try to do like a large mukbang for YouTube. Also though, this butter from the Cheesecake Factory, Miss Grassland, I don't know. I'm just saying she's next level. She is absolutely always here for me. It's just like full-on breadcrumbs. I want some of my salad. I just can't decide. You guys, I'm the type of eater. I need to like clear off these. No, you know what? Whatever. Fuck the breadcrumbs. I'm the type of eater that I just take like bites of everything. I really don't like to order just like one meal. So I'm gonna just be like going back and forth between everything as we go. I know some people are like, they want to eat like one thing at a time. I'm like literally give me a bite of everything at once. What type of eater are you guys? Comment down below. Because I know a lot of people are like, they have to finish their chicken and then they'll move on to their mashed potatoes and then they'll move on to their corn. Like for example, I'm like, bitch, give me a bite of everything together. Give you a bite of everything in rotation. I got distracted from the question. The question is from my friend Ollie. The question is, who is Starboy? And tell us that story. It's like an inside joke with me and Ollie, but Starboy is, I really hope he doesn't watch this video. Starboy is the alias of someone that I briefly dated years ago. They called themselves Starboy on social media. I think it's like a The Weeknd reference. So that was a low point for me. Really nice person, but he did refer to himself as Starboy. And then there was this really like, after we broke up, I'm almost positive, yes, it was definitely after we broke up, there was this like really embarrassing tweet. I can't say it. I can't say it because I don't want to be a bitch, but Ollie knows. I will say the salad is not as good as I was expecting. Just like a basic mixed green salad, but I felt like I needed to get something to like I said, to provide some freshness for all this like fried shit. It's not that good. It's okay. Anyway, yeah, me and this person like did not date for very long. Like I said, really nice person, but they did go by Starboy. But Ollie and I just referred to this person as Starboy, and like I guess Ollie still does to this day. I'm trying to forget about that time in my life, but sorry that wasn't like the full story. I just don't. You know what? Like it's not my story to tell. Starboy is not my story to share. Okay, next question. Favorite month of 2020. I thought this was like kind of interesting because, okay, so January and February were obviously slightly more normal months before COVID, you know, was here. You would think I would pick January or February, right? Maybe. But honestly, I think that I was still doing a lot of work in January and February of this year, and I was not at the place where I'm at now with growth. And I'm gonna say August of this year was I think was my favorite month of 2020. A lot happened in August. I technically met my boyfriend in August. I had a good friend come visit me in August. I went on an amazing outdoor camping adventure in August. My sister came to visit me in August. I just feel like it was the end of summer, and summer was so fun for me this year. It was just like the last of summer, and it was so pure, and there were so many good memories that happened. So I'm going with August. This is so good. I would definitely order this. I need to remember what it was called. I'll put it on the screen, but I would definitely order this if you like fried chicken next time you go to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, next question is, you can have one last festival you can go to and then they're gone forever. Which one will be your last? Okay, I feel like part of me wants to pick something that I haven't been to because it would be like a new experience, but that also goes with like when you go to a new festival for the first time, you compare it to others, at least I do, and sometimes it's as good or better and sometimes it's not. So I honestly think I'm gonna stick with one of my classics, just like my home, my favorite festival. Nobody's surprised by this answer. Electric Forest in Michigan is my favorite music festival, and I have been 4 years in a row now, other than obviously 2020, it didn't happen. But yeah, if I didn't get to go to Forest one more time before festivals are done forever, I would never forgive myself. So I think that's why it has to be my one. Confess your feelings about the 5 people you have most recently texted. All right, let's do this. Okay, last person that texted me was my best friend, Layla. My feelings for Layla are, she is like probably the best friend I've ever had in my life, and she gets me on such a level. She's been with me through so many memories, some of the best times of my entire life, and she is my bae. The last person that texted me before that was my boyfriend, and my feelings for him, I mean, I love him. That's tea. I'm so freaking blessed that he came into my life this year. At some point, you know, you guys will maybe meet him, but he is a more shy person. He's never like been on YouTube. He's never been on camera. I got so many questions about him. Also, I'm not eating, so let's eat another baked potato. Oh wait, I can't go back to that sauce. It was too hot. Or maybe we'll do like the littlest bit of it. The last person that texted me before that was the DoorDash driver that dropped off the food, and she said, I can't find your place. So I went out and I found her. My feelings for her are that she was very kind, seemed like she was having a busy night for herself, and she deserves a raise. DoorDash. My next one is my sister and Nevin. I guess those are like the last 5 people. Those are the last 2 and 5. But it was a group message, so I'll just finish it off here. My sister is the closest person to me in my entire life. She is my everything. I literally don't know where I would be without my sister, and I am eternally grateful that my parents had my sister and my brother. But this is about my sister. I'm eternally grateful that my parents had my sister and birthed her to give to me as a sister and a best friend in this beautiful life. I don't know where the fuck I would be without my sister. And Nevin, so Megan and Nevin were in my Truth or Drink video. If you missed that, I'll put a card to it up here. It was absurd. Nevin is one of the funniest, just like kindest, just baddest bitches I know. She's such a cool person. Her style is so cool. She's always been there since, you know, day one. I've known her for like probably at least 10 years. I think 10, yeah, around 10 years. And she's just a day one homie. She's fucking hilarious. She's always down for a good time. She's down to get weird, and she understands me and my sister's weird humor, which means a lot to me. What should I eat now? I feel like I just need to like do more work on this. I'm not doing that good. But it is so good. I thought that question was funny, confessing my feelings about those 5 people. Okay, next question. Faves and hates on this season of The Bachelorette. All right, my favorites are Ivan and Ben. Those are like probably my, I really like Brendan too. Okay, those are probably my top 3. As of now, my hates, honestly, I don't really know if I hate any of them. I just don't feel that like into the rest of them as much as I feel into those 3 that I just named. Next question is, how does your current relationship differ from your previous one? I got a ton of questions about my relationship since I've newly shared just recently that I'm in a relationship now. The person that I'm with now is very like me in the sense of we want to have a lot of like our own individual life time and then come together, and that time is more special when we are together because we're not together all the time. We really do spend so much time apart. Sometimes I don't see him for a week. I think it's very easy to want to spend all your time together in a relationship, especially in a new relationship, and I don't think there's like necessarily anything wrong with that. Like, spend your time together with your one. But it is so also like new to me to be with someone who really like respects and understands my need to be really independent and have my own life and go off and take trips with my friends and like just do that stuff on my own, because he has his complete own life. And it doesn't have to be the type of thing where like we go everywhere together and we do everything together. So I think that's actually been an eye-opener for me, and I find myself actually wanting to spend more time with him because the time we do spend together is more special because it's not all the time. Of course, there's many other differences. It's a completely new person, new relationship, but we can talk, you know, about, we'll have time to talk about all that. I can't give everything away in like this video. Also, I'm sorry I'm not doing that good at eating. I like really want to start on my cake. I want a little bit more of this. I want to finish my bread and then I want the cake. And that's my truth. What's something you do living by yourself that's probably weird to others? Sometimes when I'm cooking and it gets really hot, I rip my top off and I just cook and walk around my apartment topless. I don't think that that's that weird, but cooking topless, and sometimes if I'm eating like soup or something really hot and I'm still hot after I cooked, I'll just eat topless. So that's a little bit weird. And then I think another thing that's not that weird, but I really do talk to myself, like not all day, but I talk to myself a lot. I'll just be like making my to-do list and I'll be like, today I'm gonna do blah blah blah, I'm gonna do this, Lindsay you should do this, like. And also, like, this isn't weird either, but I just like crack up laughing hysterically to myself, like on this couch or in my bed every single day, and I will just like hysterically just start like scream laughing to myself, or like I'll think of something funny and I'll just cry laughing. That's not that weird, but you know, just kind of like a socializing with myself because I've lived alone for 5 years now. What are your moon and rising signs or anything else important in your birth chart? For all my fellow astrology hoes out there, first of all, I'm a Virgo sun. I am a Pisces moon. I also love fellow Pisces moons. I really do. What can I say? And I'm a Scorpio rising, which is something that not a lot of people know about me. And I would say like something else important slash interesting in my birth chart is that I have a lot of planets in Scorpio. I am a huge astrology hoe, astrology nerd, and yeah, I could talk about it all day, but that is, you know, my big 3 planets for y'all. I'm also like, I know I could eat more, but I just kind of want to like go in on this beautiful cake. Okay, this question is from my boyfriend, and he better be watching this so he can get the answer, because I'm only gonna answer it once in this video. The question is, what's your best road rage story? So I really had to dig back deep. I have been pulled over many times. I've been pulled over mostly for speeding on road trips. I've been pulled over for going too slow, which was another one that was BS. I've been pulled over probably around 10 times. And I've very occasionally just gotten off with a warning. I've gotten a lot of tickets. It hasn't happened in a while. I've been better the past few years. Also, it's time for cake. This is my favorite thing that I got, the Godiva cheesecake. I'm so glad I got this. My best road rage story, let's date back to 2013. I was going to visit the guy that I was talking to at his college, and I had to drive, you know, a road trip to get there. I was at the very end. I was in the college town, literally like 10 minutes away from where he lived, and I just wanted to get there. I was on this tiny 2-lane road and the speed limit was slow as fuck. Either the speed limit was slow as fuck or the person in front of me was just going pretty slow, and I had road rage. I wanted to get there, probably had to pee or something, and I was fucking over it. Well, also at this time in my life, I was kind of a dumbass and I didn't know the rules with passing and not passing. So I sped up to pass around this person that was going too slow for my liking, probably honestly going the speed limit. I was just like, I'm, you know, invincible at age 18 right now. And so I go around them, I pass them, and then I start going faster than them. Immediately I get pulled over, and I got 2 traffic violations because I was a dumbass, and it was a double line and I passed. You're not allowed, it was a complete no passing zone, and I literally thought that you could just like pass people like that if no one was coming when they were going too slow. So I not only got pulled over for passing illegally and got a large ticket for that, I also got pulled over for speeding in like a college town, a school area, something like that. I think both of those tickets, I remember being around $700+ I think they were super expensive tickets because I was speeding and I illegally passed. So that was absolutely not fucking worth it. My road rage moment. I couldn't think of anything that was as detrimental to, you know, my driver's license record as that. Next question is from one of my friends, shout out Sarah, and she said, if you could have one thing free for the rest of your life, what would it be? Ooh, I thought of it. Okay, I hope this counts as an answer. My answer would be rent. I hope that that like works for the question. If I could have my rent slash mortgage, you guys know my fucking struggle with that word, free or paid for my life, like, does that count? That's definitely what it would be. That's like such an expense, a living expense, and if I just didn't have to pay that every month or every year, I mean, my savings would be pew. Next question's from my sister. It's a bit of an inside joke. True stans will get it. Do you feel like more of a Randy or a Bruce today? Perhaps Wook Randy energy. If you watch my sister's Vlogmas day, I think it was day 2, you might understand this joke. What am I feeling like today? Honestly, I can't lie. I'm kind of feeling Bruce energy today. Like, I haven't really been Randy today, and I'm feeling more of a Bruce vibe for myself today. I feel like Bruce would wear a beanie like this, and he would like go to the Cheesecake Factory with maybe his wife on a date. So definitely gonna have to go with Bruce for this one. And the last question I'm gonna answer, just because I've been going at it for a while, this is probably a really long video that you guys are watching. If you're liking the long vlogs and you're watching to this point, give this video a thumbs up to let me know, please. It would be so appreciated. Last question is biggest turn on in a man's. What is my biggest turn on in a man's? Okay, this is just what initially came to mind. There's, you know, lots of turn-ons. I think that my biggest turn-on in a man or a partner is somebody that understands my big personality and is not intimidated or like offended by it in any way, and somebody that fully, like, somebody that's so comfortable with them and so secure with themselves that they fully let me be my full self and never tell me that I'm too much, to this, to that. Somebody that fully embraces my big personality and just who I am and loves me for it, and doesn't try to dim my personality because I might be a loud person, I might be like I said, like just a bigger personality sometimes, especially when the Tito's gets flowing. Somebody that just loves me for that and doesn't try to change that about me, because I've had a lot of experiences with guys telling me that I'm too much and too dramatic and things like that. But if that's how you feel, go find yourself a girl that isn't, you know, because I'm not your girl. So that's probably, I don't know if that's like, does that count as a turn on? Someone that just like fully is so secure in themselves that they let me be my full me completely. And yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things that recently I've realized that is super important to me in the quality of a romantic partner. I answered all the questions, but I have a lot more food. Do you guys think this was like a fail because I still have this much food left? I'm just not that good at mukbangs because I talk too much and I don't eat enough. And I am gonna continue eating off camera and shove my face because I still have some room in me. I really didn't eat that much. I still got some room in my stomach. Shout out Cheesecake Factory, shout out DoorDash. Shout out to you guys who submitted questions. There was so many. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Coming to you from editing Lindsey. I didn't think this video was gonna be a whole video in itself, so that's why I didn't film really a goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this mukbang as an extra little day of Vlogmas. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you made it till the end of this video. Me and Squirtle love ya. We will see you tomorrow for more Vlogmas. Thank you guys as always for watching. I love you and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.